LR, the Liberal Redneck here. Coming to you from a country where our former president, Donald J. Trump, is finally starting to get his well-earned punishment for flagrantly violating the laws of our democracy. His life of privilege is not going to sustain him in this moment of judgment. In the past, he's always been able to buy his way out of his screw-ups, but he has reached a point where that will no longer hold true. The nasty truth of his transgressions is in the process of being legally uncovered with enormous consequences. Despite his attitude of complete entitlement, his house of cards is crumbling at a rate he cannot endure. As a result of the FBI search of his private residence, Mar-A-Lardo, the Department of Justice is going to indict him on 3 counts of mishandling classified, top-secret, and public records. His conviction by law would prevent him from ever holding any position in the United States government. This is causing him to throw shit against the wall and see what sticks. So far, he has declared he had declassified the classified documents. The FBI planted the documents during their search, and that the government movers wrongly packed the boxes with his personal items when he was preparing to leave the White House. The Congressional January 6th Committee is putting together a mountain of evidence demonstrating his culpability in organizing and inciting the attack on our Capitol to steal Joe Biden's election. Fulton County, Georgia District Attorney Fani Willis is preparing to file charges regarding his request for Georgia officials to find him 11,000 votes to overcome the lead of Joe Biden in the 2020 presidential election. A federal appeals court has ruled that the House Ways and Means Committee has proven the legality of their request to obtain his tax records from the Internal Revenue Service, despite his efforts to prevent them. The Manhattan District Attorney has been granted the right to proceed with their case against him for massive financial fraud to avoid paying the taxes on his various properties. When he pled the Fifth in his deposition before the New York Attorney General, it was generally considered an admission of guilt and will result in another massive trial for financial fraud that could end up in him losing his corporate status and putting all his properties, including his golf courses, at risk of foreclosure. His former chief financial officer has pled guilty to 15 counts of tax fraud involving the Trump Corporation and the Trump Payroll Corporation. And you know he wasn't alone in the process. His cult followers are mounting a rather half-hearted attempt at trying to save him. Half-hearted because they saw how he hung the January 6th rioters out to dry when they responded to his call for insurrection. A pro-Trump rally in front of the FBI offices in D.C. was canceled due to a total lack of participation. He has claimed that he will announce his candidacy for president in 2024, but if he does, it will put a major cramp in his main source of revenue, because campaign funds are subject to intense protocol. As things stand now, he can use donations any way he pleases, without scrutiny. His control of the Republican Party is rapidly waning, and many of the candidates who bought his endorsement lost their primary elections. His absence of any moral fiber is demonstrated by him burying his ex-wife and the mother of 3 of his children in a pathetic grave on his golf course so he could get a tax break. The ruination of his financial empire and his delegation to a mere footnote in the tomes of history could not possibly be more deserving. You can reach me with comments, questions, or suggestions at theliberalredneck@gmail.com. And you can listen to all our podcasts at blogtalkradio.com/theliberalredneck. Thanks for watching.